Hey boys and boys, it's Thursday and welcome to my dorm. I'll show you around at the end. Um, so this week's topic is talking about trans role models in the community, and such. And I don't know, I'm not really like a person who makes role models out of people, but there's one guy who I actually haven't really talked to that much, but he went to my high school when he was a senior when I was a freshman. And one of the reasons why I sort of started figuring out I was trans was him. His he had done a lot of writing that I ended up finding a couple years after he graduated. And I guess for a long, long time I was like, oh no, I'm too feminine to be a guy, I'm not a guy, whatever. And he wrote a lot about that and being more genderqueer, and I found so much of that really, really helpful. Um, so yeah. And I mean, I guess a couple of the older guys around Albany are pretty good role models. I don't know. I like being a role model. I like trying to be a role model. Just because I like being someone that's like the go-to, like you can go to and ask about stuff, and like I'm really patient with people and I really love helping people. Um, so like I try to do that a lot. Um, so yeah, I'm not like, I don't know, I can't really think of anyone else. So, Kaden had two questions. The most stressful thing about college. The most stressful thing about college right now is my room. It's really, really small, and I haven't been able to decide whether I want to talk to Res Life and see if I can switch rooms next semester or not. Because I really, really love my room, but it's really, really tiny. Like, I'm at one end of it, I'm going to turn around my laptop, and that's my door. But this is how wide my room is. And then that's the other side of my room. And my feet. It just kind of like, it's very little. I also have like the ceilings. I live in an attic runner. I've kind of been joking that they shoved the tranny in the attic. Um, because I get a single, automatically through my school, which took a couple months to get in the works last year, but was really easy my freshman year. For some reason, it was a bit of a saga. And like I really love the way my room looks, and I really love how everything's organized, and I'm actually kind of starting to like my room right now. But like when I first moved in, it was really, really claustrophobic. I know that like if at any point I'm having like a hard time mentally, this room is just gonna be really awful because I'm slightly claustrophobic. So that's my most stressful thing about college right now. And next week it's a school topic, so I'll talk about stuff more next week. Um, and then hobbies. I like sewing, I like photography, I like the internet, I like listening to music. Um, Alex wants to know how we woo the ladies. um, I'm apparently doing something right, because as of Saturday, I'll have been with my girlfriend for a year. I don't know what I do. I tend to make really good friends with girls, and I just tend to be really, really nice, and, like, I don't know, generally, like, if I like someone, I try to make friends with them, and then hopefully woo them by being the sweet, sensitive guy. Um, and, yeah, um, and just doing cute little things, like, I bring my girlfriend, like, I know her favorite candy, so I'll get her candy, or, like, bring her a flower that I found, or like a heart shape. One of my friends was talking about like bringing their significant other like a heart shaped leaf. I just do a lot of like little stuff like that. Um, but please don't depend on me for information because I don't know what I do. I just randomly like I haven't asked anyone out since my first girlfriend. Girls just ask me out and I don't know why. So, yeah. Um, then Xander, first, I forgot his question last week. He wants to know what shampoos we use. And I'll be right back. So, um, I use Head and Shoulders because I used to have a lot of dandruff and I don't anymore, but I just kept using it. And for conditioner, I use Axe. Not because I like Axe, it's actually because, there are a lot of things that make the medication I take not work, and a lot of men's products don't have those in them. Sorry, I have my door open, and I don't want to make people think I'm talking to myself. So yeah, I use Axe, and it doesn't make girls spontaneously want to have sex with me. Don't use that to the ladies, it doesn't work. So then Alex's other question was about the Cordoba house, and like how we think about how the U.S. is dealing with it, and I think it's kind of ridiculous, cause I mean, it's not. I don't know, like I think the U.S. is really really close-minded to Islamic people, just in general, and it's not the religion that I mean it definitely has its issues in the way that it deals with things and deals with women, in my personal opinion, but so do a lot of other religions that we condone. So I mean I don't know a ton about it, but I know that like it's a community center. And they were just as affected by it as we were. It's almost in some ways more tragic because they, as a like Muslim people, were so affected by this because innocent Muslim people and innocent Middle Eastern people are now targeted as terrorists, even when they're like in 5th grade. The 9/11 attacks happened when I was in 5th grade, and at our learning fair, like this girl did a project on the either on Iraq or Muslim or one of the Middle Eastern countries. I don't really remember considering it was like 8-9 years ago. But parents were keeping their children away from this like 10-year-old school project because of it. And I think they've suffered just as much as everyone else. So, yeah. I'm gonna put my shampoo away and then I'm gonna ask a question. Since it's not Halloween isn't coming up yet, but candy is showing up in the stores, what is your favorite kind of candy? I really, really, really like candy corn. And I'm sad because I'm out of it. So yeah. Also, random happy announcement, good news. I finally had my name change go through. I got it last week, and I'm waiting on my permit to get changed, and I'm waiting on my bank stuff to get changed. They have to mail it to me, and my mom has to mail it to me here. So yeah. By the way, I think I have a couple more to add to the front page, but we do still need questions, as usual, because we always need questions. So if you have any suggestions, comment on my page or on our front page. Alright, have a great weekend. Bye guys.